Meanwhile, let's look at some other news. In fact, after US's decision to exit the 66 global organizations, now Israel joins the move. In a post on X on Tuesday, the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs has said that the decision was made after a review of organizations named in the US announcement and of Israel's own experience with these bodies. FM Gideon Saar has instructed his ministry to immediately examine, in consultation with relevant government ministries when necessary, the continued cooperation between Israel and other organizations. Some of these organizations include UN Entity for Gender Equity, Equality and the Empowerment of Women, UN Conference for Trade and Development, UN Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia, and UN Alliance of Civilizations and UN Energy. Joining us on the broadcast is my colleague Ajay Jandyal with more on this. Ajay, we are learning that following suit, following US's footsteps, now Israel is also all set to exit some international organizations. It says it's reviewing where it wants to stay and where it doesn't want to.
Yes, it was already expected that after UN will, US will cut the ties with several UN as well as other countries. Israel is going to follow the same because Israel is always following the US instructions and the US what is doing. It is a significant development which moves, and Israel has decided to immediately sever all contact with several United Nations agencies and international organizations, and following an internal examination triggered by the United States recent withdrawal from the dozen of the global bodies. And Israeli minister basically he said that Gideon Saar, he said that he took the decision after detailed discussion within the ministry, and he has also instructed officials to begin an urgent review along with the relevant government ministries of Israel, to continue cooperation with the additional international organization. And according to the foreign minister, Israel has already cut ties with the number of organizations mentioned in the US announcement. These includes the Office of the Special Representative of the UN Secretary General for Children in Armed Conflicts. So these are the several, but there will be more which basically they are going to identify to cut the ties.
Ajay, when we are looking at some of these organizations, there are very important organizations. There is the organization for the UN which looks after women empowerment, gender equality. All these things are something that Israel wants to exit. We are also looking at it exiting the UN Civilizations Association as well. So those are very big and controversial organizations that Israel is looking to leave.
See, as US basically have already, withdrawn the ties with these agencies, Israel is also going to follow the same. Reason seems that the ongoing situation in the world, especially if you talk about the ongoing conflict, whether it is between US and Iran or other countries, that is something which is making Israel to follow the US instructions and the US steps. Because otherwise, Israel will not get enough support from the US if it moves to the conflict zone or if any situation arises. So that's why it seems that is the reason that they're cutting ties.